The government has embarked on an ambitious digitalization agenda. But what does it mean for young people and their future?
How do we empower the youth? How do we create jobs for the youth? That's exactly what we've been focusing on.
60% of people who are unemployed on the African continent are young people. Every year, 12 million people enter the job market. People leaving school looking for a job. A lot of those 12 million cannot be absorbed into the formal economy, and so they end up doing menial work. They are definitely underemployed.
We should be targeting about 400 million new startup companies in the area of SME, small, medium scale enterprises, in the next 5 years.
What kind of education system, what kind of skills are we emphasizing? What kind of economic opportunities? The artificial intelligence, the robotics, blockchain technologies, and all the machine learning and the algorithms are totally way off the kind of education that we are offering them. That is the issue for us.
The future of work is going to look very different from what it is now. Job roles are slowly disappearing and being replaced by skill sets. A digital skills gap is growing for both mid-skill and high-skill level jobs. Before you know it, you've become irrelevant. 45% of all current tasks could be automated with present technology. There are now tens of thousands of startups out there eating away at all sorts of jobs. So how is this all possible? Technology has allowed the emergence of what we call exponential organizations. These are exponentially fast-growing companies that leverage technology and require less employees but more tech-savvy ones.
The millennials are very willing, very capable, very able to embrace digital technology.
We think we're in the early stages of a tech-led sustainability revolution.
Africa is the youngest, fastest growing continent on the planet. You've got a generation of young people thinking of technology as part of how they're going to show the world that they're as talented as anyone else, and that people from their country are as talented as anyone else.
The reality on the ground in Africa right now, 30% of the population is living in the 4G world. Everybody else is in the 2G world. They know what's available to them. They can't afford it.
Exactly.
They can't access it.
They're living in a 2G world at prices that are many times what one would be paying in the developed markets. It's not fair, and it is an enormous disabler of growth, but it is fixable.
How can it be fixed? How do you say to them, technology is the lever that changes the economy, and this is how to roll it out?
With the right set of investments and the right set of policy.
In Africa, in 2020, only 4 in every 10 people has access to the internet. And so tech firms are seeing an opportunity. They want to develop the internet infrastructure there. For example, Facebook and Google are teaming up with telecommunications firms to build cables under the sea, projects which aim to connect the continent to the Middle East and Europe.
It won't surprise you that I'm going to be an evangelist for technology as being the solution to this challenge. One is access. The second is a digital culture. How do we build digital into the solutions? The third is skilling. We, for instance, at Google have recently entered into an agreement with the government of Nigeria where we're going to be supplying curriculum to the Nigerian Ministry of Education. 56 million Nigerian students are going to get a module, Google-trained module around computer science. Look, at the end of the day, this is going to require a partnership. I really do believe that. I think government has a significant role to play and could yield some spectacular things for Africa.
Over the past 5 years, West Africa has become known for its innovative tech sector.
I think this is a very exciting time for tech in Africa. There's a lot of potential coming out of the continent.
Africa, and specifically Nigeria and West Africa and Ghana, are producing talent at a faster rate than ever before.
Silicon Valley is paying attention. Google and Microsoft have set up bases in the region, with Facebook set to join by the end of the year. And this year, Twitter announced that it will be joining them with a new headquarters in Accra.
I believe that the next trillion-dollar companies will come out of the African ecosystem.
Africa alone has over 300 tech innovation hubs, and the big boys like South Africa, Egypt, and Kenya have theirs expand over the years. South Africa has 54 hubs, Kenya has 27, Egypt has 28, Morocco has 21, Ghana has 16, Tunisia 15, Uganda 12, and Senegal 10. The iRise Hub will offer Somali entrepreneurs, innovators, developers, investors, techies, and startups the working space to share ideas, connect, and collaborate with each other. It was founded by a group of young men who hope to transform Somalia into a digital and tech entrepreneurship hub.
This is the Innovation Hub in Nairobi, Kenya. As you see, it is an open space for technologists, entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, and business people to congregate. One of the organizations that came out of it is Akira Chicks. They now have their own space downstairs, and it's a group of women who run outreach and training programs for underprivileged women to teach them how to code.
This is a really interesting microcosm of what could happen across the continent. And there's no reason why that can't be replicated elsewhere.
Online learning is revolutionizing the world. Education will never be the same again, and edX is at the cutting edge of this revolution. Imagine taking a class with 100,000 or more students. This is social. This is a lot of fun. I think you will enjoy the experience.
There's a lot of people out there that are not well served by traditional educational institutions. That was one of the things that really made me excited to work at edX. Small, bite-sized courses bundled together to give you those discrete and very clear, obviously applicable pieces of learning that you can take directly into your career, into your day-to-day, and start using everything that you're learning every day on the next day.